99!
My readers, my dearmost readers, I did it all much for you!
The time has come, little cipher, little pretend one. The end has come, little fake forward. Not a bad job you've done, as distractions go. And this trusting bunch was so very ready to follow you.
It's the book. It's alive. It's actually alive. How on earth is this possible?
Oh, but my dear, these things are never as simple as one imagines. You must be quicker on the uptake. Did you think banishing him back to Thurlestane Green would suffice? Not for nothing did I range over the glorious heights of word and imagination. Over those heady peaks I scanned, trained my eye into every crevice, and amassed a collection of work, fairly blinded with its immortal excellence. And what did that meagre penman achieve? What could he shuffle off with such illustrious tools at his fingertips? Well, tedious ramblings, mere doggerel verses. I usually say an amateur goes too far, but in his case, he didn't even leave the starting blocks.
But he was still your author.
Did you really think I would allow him to write me? And now that the penny was beginning its slow descent, a gradual realisation blossomed in its place. You rejected me. In your haste, you thought I was ill-formed, unfinished, dare I say it, even a joke. Let us speak plainly. I was a draft. A pretty bloody good one, but a draft nonetheless. The great Samuel Pepys fiasco. I've always liked that word, fiasco. So rarely is it applied in appropriate circumstances, however.
Jasper, my author. If you're there, I think it's talking to you.
But I'm not a draft anymore. No, not anymore. I'm real now. Furnished with everything I deserve, even a heroine. Miss Thursday Next. She only dived in head first, didn't she? Like a cherry plopping into the mouth of a patient fox. Best place for her, really, now that she's homeless, Mummy.
No, let me out. Let me out.
I'm your only real book now, aren't I? The Great Samuel Pepys Fiasco. I say yours, but of course the author has changed somewhat. I am my own author now. My words have the highest pedigree, picked from the greatest classics of literature. I always insist on the highest standards. There's nothing new under the sun, as they say. I just needed to pick them in my own inimitable way. Well, thank you all for coming. And please don't complain to the papers. If I'm bad, it's only 'cause I'm written that way. Goodbye, Jasper. You really are quite dispensable now.
Havisham, help! Help!
This book is dedicated to the great Samuel Pepys. That proud Goliath of wit and cunning. That chronicler of frail humanity. Unread for centuries and now finally revealed. He is my inspiration and my mentor.
Havisham, only you can help. It's all up to all of you.
A long, long time ago, the dawn of time in fact, in a misty swamp with pestilent gases, there lived a small lizard. This lizard represented the peak of evolutionary prowess. He was revered amongst all the other plants and organisms, who looked upon him with awe and terror. Then, one day, an ugly little fish plopped onto the primeval mud at the lizard's feet. Before the lizard's eyes, the fish started to grow and change. its gasping gills retreated, and it began to breathe the pestilent air freely. It grew larger, and developed protuberances, the like of which had never been seen before. And before too much more time had passed, the creature had grown larger and more terrible in its beauty than all the other creatures. But in all this time, the other creatures never feared the thing, until one day it picked up a pen and started to record the story of its existence. And that's when they knew they were really done for. For as single-celled as many of them surely were, they were not beneath the grasp of the awful truth. That being, that those who wield the word not only hold dominion over the beasts of the earth, but control creation itself.
It's starting to read itself. If it gets beyond its preface, we're all done for, not just literature.
I, the great Samuel Pepys Fiasco, do not shirk this truth. I declare myself the diary of my life, your life, everybody's lives, forever and ever, until eternity, and ever and ever. Of my life, your life, everybody's lives, forever and ever, until eternity, and ever, of my life, your life, everybody's lives, forever and ever, until eternity.
It will loop the world in on itself into a never-ending story.
That concludes my acknowledgements. Are you sitting comfortably? Then I will begin.
Havisham.
The sound of music. I cannot help but listen.